Okay, this time. You'll have to forgive the noise. I like being outside. And I don't really care too much about the audio. So I've been thinking about an Azorius list that really tries to use the unearth, embalm, and I can't remember what that other card mechanic is called, but it's right here on Lunar Veteran. Disturb. Yeah, okay. So, unearth, disturb, and embalm. And using Rafine's informant and the modern age to ditch things for value. So hopefully I can get 12 cards to discard and 8 cards that want discard fodder. And with the modern age, it's discard 2 times, which is pretty decent. And the body's not bad either. So, like I mentioned, he's definitely 100% include. Along with the cat. Sacred. I didn't type nearly enough of them letters. We want the modern age. And Rafine. Rafine's informant. Okay. And then I was looking at some decent cards with Disturb. I might have to grab one though. Let's set the format to Pauper. Quantity 0. It's a little bit chilly outside. Don't show versions separately. This guy specifically. I like his body on the front half and on the back half. And if we're discarding him for value, it should be good no matter what. There's the body on the back. And then I was considering this guy because draw a card and discard a card. So he's a lot like Rafine's, where specifically if you discard one of our spirits or disturbs, can get value that way. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Bait Hook and Shipwreck. just hanging out, so just playing a couple of games with them, seeing how they work. It's not too bad. I remember bait hook. And then the other guy is shipwreck. Shipwreck sifter. And ditch these. Yeah, 0, right? Then we patiently wait. Oh, so we'll have... I forgot Shipwreck Sifter even did the Rafine's Informant effect. I thought it was just grows, but should be pretty decent. And I want to get all my card draw from bodies like this, so I don't have to use cantrips. But I'm thinking that this deck can afford maybe a loose focus, prismatic strands. I like strands a lot. But we do have a lot of blue cards, so they could just kill our white guys, theoretically. Disturb. I was thinking about the morning patrol, morning apparition as well. I think it's just a little bit too slow, but it is a white creature, so... And I like the 1/2 body here for... Last time I was playing, I saw a lot of fairies, so kind of expect to see more fairies than not. People like fairies. I don't blame them. And the reason we want to get our card draw through our creatures because we want to play Goliath Paladin. Best card in the format, in my opinion, right now. Along with Strand's backup. It's pretty busted. And this deck here is not entirely based on Enter the Battlefield effects like my recent decks. So, Ephemerate's a little bit less of a auto-include with Goliath Paladin, but Strands is sort of always an auto-include. I'm hesitant to go in between Lose Focus and Journey to Nowhere. Journey to Nowhere will clean up a problem after the fact. Lose Focus will prevent a problem from occurring if I play it proactively. So, do I want to juggle Lose Focus? Or do I just want to fall back on, well, let me Journey your guy, because Journey your guy is a very powerful move when you need it. When you need it. It's not essential with strands around to prevent most of combat. And with the cats, I'm going with the gate land package. To hopefully get one or two of those lifelink swings, and since we're playing with the monarchy, you might as well get those heavy hits in. And we want, I found 24 lands is like almost essential when you're playing Goliath Paladin, just because you want to be able to hit on 5. It's a lot like the monarchy in that it really manipulates the game, so if you can have control of the board and then you just establish an impossible goal like that, it usually spirals out of control in your favor, whereas the monarchy would give them cards and they could draw more answers, where they get a land the first time and then one of their guys gets a little bit bigger. It's really a lot more in our favor because of our focus on the board. We need the white one and the C8. C8. Not so sure about these. I got them just in case they turn out to be good, but a card I am certain about are these, the Drawsprit Fair Basilica Hunter's Maze. Late game, 3 mana, minus a mana for the rest of the game. Draw a card is very, very worth it. Especially if you've got lands in hand and you got not a lot going on. Maybe you're holding up a spell like Prismatic Strands for 3 mana, and because you're threatening it, they don't attack in, or they don't attack in effectively, and you can block and not use strands. There's a lot of play with these cards. Jacasia's Dig Site is similar, where it's got a lot of good going for it. 4 mana, hold up 4 mana, and then you just get to surveil 1 at the end of the turn. It's nice. I've played it a lot. I've played it an absolute ton. I like the card, so don't get me wrong, but 4 mana is expensive. Surveil's not that great. And I've tried a couple of times for the last ditch, put strands into the yard because it might be on top of the deck. Never happened once. Even playing 4 strands, I've never once. Alright, here's the 4 mana to tap a white creature and prevent all combat damage. Waste a half a strand, but, I get to live this turn, so that's all that matters. Never happened once. And I've, that being said, though, when you're digging for strands, this doesn't do it either, because you can't just keep cracking these. If you just keep popping these, you'll run out of mana. You don't want to go down to 4, ever, so I just wouldn't recommend cracking one of these if you still have 3 mana open and you're at 5 or at 4. 3 mana is a lot, and the card's not worth it. You're still looking to draw land, so if you're looking to draw land, this is not the thing you crack to get there. You know what I mean? It's just not logical. Let's see. But we're going with gates, so I like Heat Gate a lot. That, effectively 3 mana Create a Clue is Very nice for turns when you're sitting around doing nothing. And Strands lets us do that a whole lot. A whole lot more than is totally fair, and that's why I'm playing it. Let's get some basics in here. We're going to need both white and blue mana on the play. The gate should be able to do that. After effect, we just need blue, right? Maybe I can just do 8 islands. 2 Ash Barrens. 2 Ash Barrens, 2 plains. No, I want 4 plains. 2 Ash Barrens, 2 islands, 4 plains. Because I want to be able to turn one a creature every once in a while. Show versions separately. 2. 3, 4. And so we're playing blue just for the creatures and card advantage. I've got this deck over here. That's literally just playing blue for card advantage, and this deck is bonkers fun. Probably gonna end up playing this a little bit later, depending on how Azorius Madness goes, but that's for later. Gotta build a sideboard. Oh, Hidden Strings is a sorcery? That's why that card's not good. If the first time you cast it, you didn't have to do the combat thing, it would be a real solid card. Ooh, whoops. Let me see. See, I don't know why people don't play this in Storm either. I mean, it is free, but it doesn't draw a card. It doesn't draw a card. It does not. Yeah. It's a pretty bad, what's the bounce spell called? Snap. It's a pretty bad snap. It doesn't even return a creature. Just untaps 2 lands if you needed to. I played it to great effect in Theros Standard at the very beginning when it was still in rotation. Untapping a creature twice and putting 2 triggers on him, and then attacking, and then ciphering the spell, and then doing it again. So the guy's basically like a 6/6, pretty fast. But that was when I very first got into Magic. What else do we need to hate on? What else do we want to hate on? We have... What's funny is I think I'm going to go Fragmentized, because normally I'd pick Dawnbringer Cleric, but without Ephemerate, it's not as appealing. But Fragmentize opens the slot up to also smacking artifact lands into the graveyard. I'm sorry, I'm cold. Ooh. Sun's coming though. I haven't checked the audio or nothing. I don't know if I'm being way too quiet or if I'm talking at the right level, but it's whatever. We got 2 turn 1 plays, or we can put a guy in the yard on turn 2, which I think I want to start with a Seagate and get Rafine down early. We can still do that and get the cat out. No, let's get the veteran out. We'll ditch the cat now. I was gonna ditch the veteran. We got a lot going on from the opponent. We can expect Cascade type cards. Oh, that's an even better one to discard. So let's get that going. Yep. Now we attack for 1. We played our land. It always feels weird when the opponent plays Explore or a Spiraling Growth Spiral. Like, alright, I guess this is your turn 3, if you insist. Alright, I guess you're going up to turn... Let's see. Turn 6 next turn instead of turn 4. So we gotta start getting our tap lands into play. Which is quite alright with this guy in the yard. And the way I'm trying to think about it is because we discarded him. He's a 2-mana 1/2 flying that draws a card. He drew us a Sacred Cat last turn. And we're gonna attack in. We're gonna be willing to trade Lunarch Veteran with Sakura Tribuilder if he wants to, but he can just prevent the damage if he wants to as well. We started, or we played our land. We really need to start getting our tap lands down. He's trying to decide, do I Goliath or do I not Goliath, I'm sure. And it's definitely a no with our board state. That's the whole purpose of the deck. Alright, look at the top 4 or 5. We're just gonna play 1 cat and hold up double blue. Just, you know, keep him thoughtful. We're gonna do the old trick where we hold priority for a second. Don't stress. Oh, we really need to draw an untapped land next turn. This is why I went with Ash Barrens. Rioters is kind of a non-issue. Stops my dudes on the ground from getting in, but that's no big deal. Untapped land. This is why you play 24. This is why you play 24. Same with Heapgate. It's an untapped land. It is worth it. We want another plains, and we're going to get in the sky because we can. If he can do something about the whole board, and then attack in, hopefully not. If he deals 2 to everybody with a board wipe, and attacks with the rioters, we block with the paladin, but as is, he does attack, so we block with the paladin. Maybe he can use a kill spell on it now. See, I'd really like a prismatic strands, which makes me lean towards scrying, but at the same time, this is pretty funny. Because he didn't kill it? Secondarily, 2 journeys is also pretty funny. But I think we just attack in like this. See how he blocks. That's cool. Now we definitely journey both of them since he got rid of one. I was kind of hoping he'd take the 5 so that trap has a lot more effect, but this is fine. This is a solid board state. If he plays an Altasaur, I'm going to be sad that I used both of them. Another chance for an Altasaur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No Altasaur this turn. Chance at a board wipe, but half of my creatures come back. Now we might have a bolt. He does not have a bolt. Ooh. Not that one then, I guess. I would have liked to see a game 2, but I wouldn't have sideboarded nothing. This hand looks pretty good. I think we want to get the early modern age going first. And thanks to Heapgate, we can. And I think we discard the cat first, depending on what we draw. since we're a little bit away from tapping a white creature. Although the cat does matter a lot now. Cat matters a whole lot now. I think ooh, this guy's not unblockable. So I think we go with Raffine's now. And we discard Strands. We haven't seen that Shipwreck Sifter once yet, although we've only played one game. But not too certain about that guy's power. The growing is nice. Big creatures are always good. That's why we're playing Raffines. Modern Age has a good body. There's the can't be blocked guy. Let's see if we can save a life this turn because he's scared to tap his Night Mark. Look out. And with the Modern Age, we don't have to discard a non-land permanent like Raffine, so we can discard a land. And with it being the bulk of our discard in the deck, that's a real nice loophole. Another Raffine's doesn't quite do it right now, although it would let me attack in. No, he can't block. I can still attack in. Do I want to attack in? Let's see what this does. Oh, maybe I'm wrong about the sun coming out. Seems like it's just getting windier. Let's see, let's toss Seagate. And let's not attack in. Oh wait, this is turn 3. I need to play a land. Oh no! Need to play a Citadel Gate. Blue. Ooh, probably should have eaten before starting this, but I got a pot of coffee in there. Oh no! Do I pull this trigger now? To save 2 life. Yeah, it's best to just be as annoying as possible with Strands. Especially since hopefully that's his whole turn. In these early turns, this kind of stuff matters. Another card I could have looked at playing was Recommission, but I'm not too hype on Recommission. It is kind of interesting with Sacred Cat because you can recommission it once and then still maul it again. But I'd be more interested in like a mono white build that was trying to do that with Idyllic Range so that he could more consistently get a little bit buffer. Maybe even Boros. No, Sacred Cat can't wear the new gauntlets, but Sacred Cat can wear Ancestral Blade. Lunark is interesting. I think we gotta discard our Raffines right now, though. think... Okay, let's see. I can play Lunark. I've got 2 colorless and 2 white. I think because I've got 2 Ravines, I want to discard them. Beyond that, I'm not entirely certain. I don't want him to have a removal spell for the cat. So, I don't want to play the cat immediately. I think we go with Ravine and then Modern Age, possibly. Yeah, I like that guy. He's a good blocker right now. And he threatens to grow. And we're obviously holding on to the Lunark Veteran because he's life gain, but we don't need it right now. I don't think he can 18 us off of 3 mana and 2 guys. And then next turn we'll have the body from the Modern Age. Oh, we still have to discard a card here. Ha! Oh ho. Oh ho. We already played a land, but drawing a Goliath would be dope. So let's play Lunar. Let's just discard Lunar. Because it's got Disturb. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. It's like I planned it. And now he's a decent attacker. Now we got 3 decent attackers coming in for 7 damage next turn. And we'll establish the cat to start really bothering him more than anything. We're going to play the Lunark first, so that if he removes the cat, we still gain a life. He's playing his own saga. You gotta attack him with Changing Outcast, like, that's what he does. It's like a 1-mana Curse of the Pierced Heart that can be removed by a lot of spells. I like Piranha Marsh. That's bold. Piranha Marsh is the reason that I like using Strands on that turn 2 or 3 play, where it only really prevented it only really prevented 1 or 2 damage, but he's playing a card right there that only does 1 damage. So a card that prevents 2 damage is already countering one of his cards right there. And hey, look at this. Oh, we should have played this guy first. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Now we got the Cat Gate. He's probably got a removal spell. Oh, we've got the Luminous Phantasm to profit off of that. And we got the Veteran here profiting off it coming in. So, we're gaining life the whole time that we're not using it either way. And if he's got a cast down there, definitely not going towards my 4 damage here, 5 damage here. Next turn is very rough for him. Finally figured out what kind of wizard Rafine's informant is. Not an information wizard. She's a necromancer. Look at all these bodies. But even still, it's like that cool form of like ectoplasm necromancy with all these spirits and stuff. This guy's a spirit too, isn't he? Yeah. Whenever you discard a spirit card or a card with discard. So Vector Glider doesn't count as a spirit card, which sucks. Oh. He's worried about that 3 damage. Come on over. Yeah, here we just suit up the cat and swing. He can't outdamage us. And we will outdamage him. I don't think he's got enough life gain in there. I probably should have discarded the land earlier instead of a discard spell. Because I'm trying to get as much value out of these guys as possible, so each time they go into the graveyard, they basically draw a card. I think I'm pretty ahead of him on card advantage, but oh yeah, let's see. 57 to 43 cards. I'm not even trying to play this guy for no real reason. I just don't really need to. Gaining 5 each turn is pretty good. He can deal 4. If I draw another gate, I'll gain 6. He might have a removal spell to take me off of it for a turn, but we're so far from that setting it back up is going to be decent game. Having another blocker for it's not a big deal. And that blocker does still get through for damage. I would really like to discard this Luminous Phantasm. Lunarch Veteran. But I discarded the wrong card at one point, and it is still haunting me. I'm not sure which is the more important card, Modern Age or Rafine's Informant, where I technically have 8 Rafines with the Shipwreck. Jeez. It's a lot of looking. And that's a lot of damage prevention. Oh, he's gonna hate that. Oh, I can't cast it. That's sad. just the same. It says another creature, so I don't want to lose it, but I can lose anything else. So I'll use these 2 Lunarks as blockers for now. As is, though, we're pretty close to clocking him. Not beating him on the clock, but it's also a likely possibility. Although this is game 2, isn't it? I didn't have any sideboard. Is this game 2? Or am I just being tricked by the guy who left after game 1? Gain a life and threaten to gain 2 more if he attacks in with the Nizumi Road Captain. Because I'll definitely double block it. It is pleasant to be arriving right back at 20 here on turn 7. This deck is fun. This deck is powerful. I have not been hurting for card draw. I haven't hit all my land drops, but there are 24 lands in the deck, so it's mostly to assure that you get lands early game. You can discard them later. Especially with Shipwreck Sifter being a lot more specific than Rafine's Informant, where Rafine's just wants a non-land, and Shipwreck is looking for specifically the Veteran and the 1/2. So discarding a land to Shipwreck Sifter is not as bad either. Can't block these, so I don't care. But he's definitely not dealing 5. I mean, he did, but it is not enough. Especially with that. This could have ended right here if I got 2 flyers, if I targeted 2 flyers, but if you had a Defile and I targeted my Luminous Phantasm, it wouldn't be over, but it still probably would have been worth going for it instead of doing this win more stuff with the cat. Do you got nothing? He can't kill my guys or I gain life. He can't block anymore, so he has to play a blocker. But I mean, he can't block the death I have in the air. He needs 2 removal spells and a blocker. Can't do that on 3 mana without Snuff out, and he doesn't have the life for that. But he's gonna go down pretending Changeling Outcast was a card that was worth drawing. Same with Bronmarsh. It's bold. Oh, what does he have? Like, suffocating fumes? Let's see if it's fumes. No fumes. And I hold up strands. I'm not too worried about dying. I'm trying to kill him. Was he got darkness? Darkness. It's time. Cast it. Cast 4 darknesses in a row. Lethal me. See, Changeling is 2 a turn, so 4 darknesses in a row would be 8 damage out of the Changelings, and he'd get 4 cards, so I don't think he can kill me with 4 darknesses in a row. I don't really think I need to sideboard. Strands is kind of a weak card, but like, what do I really swap it with? Fragmentize, Revoke Existence. I'm trying to pop his enchantments. He's got Nizumi Road Captain and maybe the enchantment that hurts you when you tap the land, the 2 mana, the Psychic Venom, but in black. Maybe he's got Oubliette, but like, I'm not worried about these 1-for-1 cards that do one thing or gain a little bit of damage. I got enough cards that gain a little bit of life that balance it out. I think this is just a solid match in my favor. I want to go microwave my coffee here in a minute, so after this game I'm gonna run to the restroom and get that done. This looks pretty decent. I love the Modern Age. That is just such an encouraging card for keep this hand. This hand can do stuff. All you gotta do is see the Modern Age. This game might go differently, because he might get, he gets the turn 1. But at the same time, it might go very differently because I've got the Paladins and a lot of mana.
they don't exactly gain life. So, they're mostly pressure. Oh, this guy. This is what people are practicing here, is how to play the application. Yeah, earlier I was saying I might clock him. I might clock him. I don't recognize this guy, so I think he's probably pretty new. I recognize a lot of people on here that play in the tournament practice room. Marsh. Again. It is a land. It is a land. It doesn't gain him 5-6 life a turn, though. And deal 5 or 6 damage a turn. Basilisk's Gate is pretty busted. Let's see. I hate when things get open-ended. Let's see. Let's get... Let's get the Modern Age down first because it takes longer to become a creature. That's fair enough rationale in my mind. And if we get a Strands, we don't need to discard it because he's going to be attacking with those guys pretty soon. And 2 of them is kind of a big deal. Let's see. Bait Hook. That was turn 2. Alright, next turn. I'm not afraid of discarding one of these Paladins either. It's not likely I'll need both of them. Whereas I do really want both sides of the cat. I'm probably going to be trying to play the cat and Rafine's next turn. I'll get to see 2 more cards before then, though, so I'll figure out what I want to discard when I'm trying to discard 2 cards next turn. Draw 2, discard 2, draw 2 card. This is, if anyone cares, but I'm naming this deck Graceful Charity. Next time I have something to say for a good minute, I'm going to try and test the volume. See if I need to speak up or if I'm at the right volume level. I figure my mic's right about 4 inches from my face when I'm right here. Shouldn't be too bad. Just worried about the wind. Not enough to make me go inside, though. My word, this guy's got a lot of thinking to do on my combat step. See, I figure if I stand up, I leave him on his upkeep step because I'm yielded through the turn. I don't have any attackers. So if I stand up and walk away to go microwave my coffee, use the restroom, I'll leave him on his upkeep step. I'm might just do that because I think it might be a little bit more rude to leave him on his main phase because he might just have a play that he knows what he's doing. He might be multi-boxing or something. It is his upkeep. Wow. I lost a whole minute on the clock. Ah, he's finally doing something. You could say the same thing about me. I'm looking at the empty frame on the stream still. I know it's alright, because whatever the fact, you guys, if you're watching this Magic the Gathering online content, should be watching at double speed. This is a slow game. Alright, what do we get? Let's discard. Let's ditch a paladin. And then let's play. Oh. Ooh. Okay, 2 cats. Let's play 2 cats. What a shame. Heapgate's still not bad, though. Decent turn in my mind. Especially since this is the matchup where we don't want to discard the cat. Normally we want to discard the cat so that it's a 1 mana, 1/1, lifelink, draw a card. Kind of like a little bit of a better Thraben Inspector. With a worse body, higher upside. Same with Shipwreck Sifter. Or not Shipwreck Sifter, but the Bait Hook Angler. And the interesting part about them is that you draw the card before you play the body. So, it's like a reverse Thraben Inspector even. What do we discard now? We've got so much. 2 discard and discard power. We need a little bit more outlets, I think. I don't know what else is good with Embalm, though. Maybe one of the buffs, maybe one of the give target creature lifelink. The 3 mana, 2/3 with lifelink that turns into a buff in the yard. With draw a card attached to it, that's not a bad raid. Let's go ahead and go fishing with... I mean, let's just try and... Oh, no, wait. Cancel. If we're doing this, we're playing another game. And we're going to try and gain 5 life. Although he's only got 40 seconds left. The all-gate start, though, is quite nice. No, none of those pesky 8 basics. Finally. Let's create another one. Decent. Looks decent. That's really leaning on the modern age, though. This is one of the matchups where Journey to Nowhere is just not enough. There's a guy we can discard with the modern age, though. So let's get that going, for sure. Because, they basically need bolts for each of these modern ages. Otherwise, their flyers are kind of worthless. I've been on that side of the board way more than this side. And Modern Age is a very good card. Same with Goliath Paladin, and we have the lands to play it, so... I'm gonna ditch the Citadel Gate, play Raffine's and the Seagate, or another modern age, so that I can discard another land if I want. Like that one. And we still need to find another land, so I'm not super certain about discarding a land, but if it comes down to it, I'll use the Raffines to discard the Journey, looking for another land. But I get 2 draws and a discard right here, and that's a very valid Journey target. Alright. Cat. For sure the cat. Okay. Now we want to... It being an untapped land is even better, because we can just Goliath next turn, while we have the 2 flyers in the air. And we can take out his number 1 attacker. And I think we get the Lunarch Veteran going to just get on the board and use that body from the yard before, not before anything happens, but before discarding another valuable card with Ravine. So let's draw a few more first. Yeah, I know it. I know it. And now we just simply play the best card in the format. He's still behind on lands. We need more planes, and we don't care about attacking in for 1, so let's hold it back. Inspectors. Good for us, not for them. Another bolt on the Vector Glider, yep, definitely. And a Compass to bring him up to 4. I'm still gonna double block and kill it, yep. Especially after not seeing another mountain. And he can tell that I was gonna double block and kill it. I'm gonna make this guy just as scary as the Modern Age. Oh. And now we're trying to hold up Prismatic Strain. So, let's definitely play those 2. Drop this. Discard that. Play a cat. Attack. Yeah. Just like that. Yeah, what do you got? 2 mutagenic growths? I got the Premier Bolt counterspell now. And once again, if you attack in with the guy, I will try and kill it. Without my flyer, too. I don't need to risk that. And hey! Look at the wacky plan that worked. Oh. We got a treasure token. And we're 4 cards ahead of Boros. He hasn't seen a synth, to be fair. And he hasn't seen any of his boys. So let's just do the same plan as last turn. This time we can launch a much larger attack, because we're starting to want to use strands to prevent combat damage. And these guys all trade. I mean, except for the cat. Once again, he's using Thraben Inspector as a Revitalize that costs 1 extra mana. Too little, too late. What, you take the Paladin? Yep. It's funny, I like Luminous Phantasm more than Lunarch Veteran. So, it being a 2 mana 1/1 draw card, it's pretty nice. Flag. Luminous Phantasm is currently, or the one with the 2 1/1 counters on it, of course. It's currently better than Modern Age was at attacking in. Let's see a Basilisk Gate in these 2 cards, please. That would be a very nice mana sink. Alright. Currently don't have any way to discard it. Yeah, let's just attack in. With the guys that trade. We're not worried about just trading. If he does just trade, I'll play the 2/1, and then all of a sudden I get the strongest cat on the board. And it doesn't make no sense. See, Bait Hook doesn't attack into Skyfisher, so I want to hold it for discard instead of trying to play it. And I haven't seen a single, what do you call it?
Shipwreck Sifter, and there's still 3 Raccoons Informant in the list, so 7 out of 39 is a pretty high chance to see one. 2 Modern Ages left, so it's 9 out of 39. He can try and do that. I will sacrifice nothing. I'm just going to prevent all damage from white with it. He's so far away from munitioning us down that it's really not an issue. And we can make 2 clues here, or 2 treasure tokens. Oh my god, if this thing made clues. Sometimes I'll look over at the treasure tokens and think I've got clues, so that's a downside of playing Heat Wave, but other than that, making me wish I had Picassia's dig site right now. But 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 mana on turn 9 is acceleration. That's funny. Oh, of course we're gonna get one of these guys. Yeah, let's get the Shipwreck Sifter. Let's toss the bait hook. Make him a... Wow, 5/6. Alright, I kind of like the guy all of a sudden. Ooh, I should have cycled that, just for the chance that that didn't happen. Well, heck. Can't win them all. But that guy's pretty decent. Going to attack in there. And he's got the anti-cat plan, but we're gaining enough life that it doesn't matter. And we can prevent all damage from white so that he can't take the initiative. This is the initiative and prismatic strains working together. It's even better than Palace Sentinel. Ooh, there's the synth. We get to recommission the Seeker of the Way. Come on, that's pretty good. That's very decent. If he only attacks with one guy, I'll chump with the Hookant Drifter. He didn't attack with either. Busted. Why? Alright. I mean, that's on you, man. And I'm just gonna cycle this Ash Barrens, because I would want to do that with all these treasures anyway. So, might as well not go through all the clicks. And in game 2, we get Dust to Dust. So we get our last island, and then we'll get our second to last plains here in our upkeep. And then we can only draw gate cards, basically. I mean, there's going to be a 1 in 34 chance to get that last plains. Nope. And not a gate. But I can hold on to him. And pressure with this guy, and hold up 2 good blockers. I mean, of course this guy chumps. This guy chumped everything. Getting absolutely flooded on treasure tokens. They're totally useless.
We should probably stop playing lands at some point. We really don't need any more, especially with all these treasure tokens, so. Almost regret the one I played last turn. Can't be that big a deal, though. Yep, always yield to this. Always yield to the sneaker. Okay to the spell. That's already yielded. Okay to the spell. And 1 mana, you're gonna shoot a cat. Go for it. Going to attack in with Seeker, which I will chump with the cat. I am not worried about using strands this turn, but next turn it'll be a lot more powerful. We're going to forge up this guy. Oh, I bet that's annoying. We're gonna toss another Shipwreck Sifter. Oh, this deck just plays like butter. This is crazy. Discard that. Grow both of them. Play the cat out. Play the angler. And let's drop a journey. Hey, those treasures are finally coming in handy. You could double block one, but you're definitely taking it. You're definitely losing a guy. Oh, he's willing to lose everybody. That's chill. That's incredibly chill. Now I still don't have to use strands. This is how you use strands, by the way, is you're a miser with it. It's like the strongest counterspell, and you always have it. And you only use it when you absolutely need to. And protecting the Undercity is an absolutely need to. He's dead next turn, though. Galblast on that guy. I mean, yeah, he's tapped. Sure. And make a samurai. And get an unplayable card. And then he's going to kill the cat. Alright. Good game. Okay. Do we need Dust to Dust? That's always my question in this matchup. I don't bring in like Fragmentize, Revoke Existence. I'm not trying to hit their little lands, or their targetable lands. But it is good early game. Taking out on turn 3 two land drops is insanely busted. And keeping the synthesizers and eggs off the battlefield is really good. It makes the birds very hard to play. So I really like it in the matchup. And Goliath Paladin also made our guys like worthy of combat. I think we can ditch. I think bait hook. I think ravines will do just as well. And he's a little bit more restricted on discarding specifically Lunark, Shipwreck. Like those two exclusively are his best targets. But I like the. Oh wait, that's bait hook. No, I need bait hook. Oh, these cards are too similar. Shipwreck, get out of here. He doesn't fly. He was very aggressive out of the Throne of the Dead 3, but so would have Goliath Paladin if I had the choice. Here's an odd one. Definitely keepable. I think I want to start on the Seagate, getting a plains and playing the. Do I? Hmm. Yeah, I think next turn I'm playing the Citadel Gate. Or do I just play the Ash Barons and drop the Ravines? Yeah, he's rolling slow. Yeah. I mean, I have no way of picking it up later. I don't really like doing that, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab a plains. And then get on the board with the cat, because he might be scared enough of this with the gates that he'll try and remove it. So, might as well pretend to be threatening. That's pretty decent. Or a good journey target. And he might have brought in Fragmentize or Revoke Existence. So he might be able to just play another Seeker next turn, but that's just the same as him just having another Seeker. Like, I can't stop him from having another Seeker. I can only take that one from him. And he's running Recommission anyway, so basically same here, same there. Let's get Okay, so since I got another guy to discard, I want to get Lunark out and then Rafine, and we'll discard that guy. Hey, another one. It's not bad. We're not really in an attacking position, but he's not in one either. So, we're pretty alright. And we'll have Rafines to attack next turn. Maybe Shipwreck Sifter would have been better because it can attack into both Glinthawk and Core Skyfisher without dying, but I like that Rafines trades with Core Skyfisher without needing 2 buffs, and that might not always get the buff. That's whatever. Like, half my guys come back. I'm just gonna play 2 of them. would have been nice to have had the prismatic strands earlier to discard with Rafine to prevent that, but can't have everything. And it would have been really, really nice to draw an untapped land last turn to get the, this game is not coming up Millhouse, but we're gonna wait and see how it goes. We'll use the strands to save a guy if we need to. If he wants to bolt just to get in cleanly. Because currently we do have 2 flying blockers for his 1 2-2, so it's not bad. And yeah, that scares him into not attacking at the very least. And there's our 5th land. We play exactly the best card in the list. If he has 2 bolts to take the monarchy, we have another guy. Always yield. Always yield. And if he doesn't take it next turn, we're definitely holding up strands. Let's go get another plains. And we're just holding back our blockers. I love the resilience of these creatures. This is really cool. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But you got a bolt and a guy. A guy would be pretty bad. That's pretty good though, because that restricts their mana a lot. Now they're definitely looking for a bolt. Ooh, and now that's a dead card. Yep. So he got the bolt. He's played a lot of cards to go get a basic land, in my opinion. I'm not going to be able to remove his guy. So I really wish I could get a strands in the yard easy. That's a way. We can go for this for now. He can forge his guy, because we're gonna try it anyway. And we're trying to get a strands in the yard. Ooh, I really should have thought that through though, because we could have probably discarded the bait hook. Played it for 2 mana and then still held up. No, couldn't still hold up strands. But we can play a cat and hold up strands. Oh, we needed to play a cat in order to hold up strands. Funny. Yeah, this is whatever. He has a much harder time of getting on the board than we do. So, once I recover it next turn, and maybe have 2 pieces of protection up for it if he tries to bolt this. Yeah. Now, if he plays a Bajuka Bog, I just have to concede. He's played so many bolts already. Prevent all damage from red. Are you really gonna let me attack in for it? Because that's gonna be pretty good for me. If you do. This guy. I think I just attack in first. I don't think I worry about the Basilisk Gate just yet. Yep. That's cool and all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can have 2 mana for the bait hook. There's no counterspell for white and red. Ooh, I should have played the bait hook first. Forge this guy anyway. Just try and make him unboltable. Oh, he's a card ahead of me this game. Oh no, I spent the wrong mana too. Oh, big misplays. Oh, jeez. I really am having trouble with this match. Well, I can still move into the trap room, still get a guy suited up. Vigilance is not a bad rider for Basilisk Gate. Can still prevent the 4 damage here. Ooh. Ha! Well, guess what I can't block. And that's why I don't play those cards together, because that's a surprise card. Skyfish is good though. But I think I have enough strands to ignore them for the rest of existence. Bolt won't do it. I mean, you gotta bolt me though. And you can't get the monarchy back. Where were you? Ah, you just forged. Bad misplays last turn, though. Really should have played the angler first to get him forged up. Honestly. But we've got pretty decent attacks this turn, just the same. And absolutely decent blocks next turn. So, let's get rough with the gates. Yep. Swing for 10. You must sacrifice, basically. I think I do play both of my guys out that are here. Raffine's is a little bit risky because I want to hold on to this last strands. Use twice, but I don't think I'm going to need to. I think it is probably still better to discard this guy because he's getting his value's worth. I was just lucky to draw him. Because if he just attacks in and I can just chump. That's still not a concern. You still need to leave up a blocker. I don't see where you're getting a guy from. You could get a guy from here. You could get a couple guys from here. He gets a land. He bolts that, which I'm not worried about. This is why I need the strands on both sides, because he's not done yet. He's got a million blockers. But if he attacks with both of his flyers, I can start blocking him in the air. And he doesn't. So, I save my strands. Let's drop another bait hook. Drop that. Go for this. I'm gonna lose the time on this one. Yep. 3 mana, gain 11 life this time. A little bit better than Revitalize. Million blockers. Maybe I should have sided the Paladin out instead of the other guy. Maybe we don't need the acceleration, although the Throne of the Dead 3 next turn is going to be pretty busted. I just have a habit of not paying attention to where I'm at in the Undercity because it really doesn't matter as long as you pay attention to protecting it more than anything else. It's just kind of busted. He's going to sacrifice, what is it, the golden egg now? Just so that he... Okay, yeah, sure. Throne of the Dead 3. Give me a flyer. Give me a flyer. Give me a flyer. Paladin's just fine. I think I should be able to win this with enough strands activations. It's if he's got a fistful of bolts that's gonna kill me, I think. And now, I can gain out of that. Yeah, sacrifice. Oh, the Fiend's Informant. You gonna sacrifice a creature for Sacred Cat? Or you got more artifacts in your hand? He does in fact have more artifacts in his hand. And a slot. This is what I mean about be greedy with it. Always have it. You might think he's doing good right now, but I really hope he swings out. He's a lot of cards deeper than us, that's for sure. But this is what Goliath Paladin's for, is for ending the game. He now needs 2 blockers for my 2 guys. That are massive. I'm gonna play Lunark, Sacred Cat, and pump up the jam. Oh my god. Ugh. Embarrassing. Oh man. I know it's my fault for not taking time seriously in the early game. Oh, God, that feels bad, though. Oof. I still think I could have won that on time if I didn't mess that up, because he would have lost 2 creatures. Oh man. Come the next turn, I could threaten to attack him with 3 lethal attackers. Oh. So he'd have to leave up 3 blockers, and after losing 2, man, that game was mine. That match was mine. That's a real shame. This is what the practice is for. This is why I don't just run straight into leagues. And I'm real poor, so I'm scared of paying money. Can't keep this. Can totally keep this. Toss back. Keep gate. Just hope to draw more lands. Could totally toss back Prismatic Strands, but I don't know what kind of matchup it is just yet, and I might really want it. But the first one going to Rafine's is usually pretty good. It turns out I don't want it at all. It's only gonna play colorless, guys. Please play a mountain. No. See, the thing about Ninja is I don't even, like, normally when I get multiple choices to block, I don't even block out, I don't even block out the, Fairy Seers because I want them to pick up Fairy Seer. It's not a whole card. Ornithopter doesn't even scry to, so, like, that was just 2 mana, draw a card. Which is totally fair, that's what I was trying to cast, except my creature's bigger. Sacred Cat's pretty decent. He's probably got Exclude. Alright. See that one? You block that one. Do you have another ninja? Because if he has another ninja, I'm conceding. Missing a land drop in a 24 land deck is insane. It should just not happen. But variance. No ninja. Still gonna concede. So he's not playing a bunch of artifacts. For a minute I thought he was playing, that, like, Tooth of Gisgoria, like Turbo Blue, like some Mirror Enforcers, but I still want Strands. Strands against ninjas is pretty good. It's at least very annoying for them. They have to be diligent and not counter it and just try and get in for getting in's sake, not risking it all for just a card. Because trading Counterspell for half of Prismatic Strands is not good value. You can't convince me that it is. So you get 2 damage and you draw a card. But trading Counterspell for a random card, you don't just cycle Counterspell. What is with the variance, man? He's not gonna mulligan at all. Well, at least he's on 6. Fucking hell. I'm not playing this one. Oh, I didn't see a single Rafine's Informant, Shipwreck Sifter, or the Modern Age, and that's all I'm looking for. Right there. We're at decent. It's not good, but it's... I have cards to play and something to play towards, not just all lands and not just no lands. Oh, those hands were infuriating. I can't see the problem being with the deck though, because it's not like it's playing... It's not like it's lacking any number of this effect. 12 is plenty. This is also exactly the card I wanted to see over this one. This guy being a 1-2 right here would not feel great, but at least I'd have his strands in the yard with no way to tap it. That guy's pretty nombo with strands. So we're bringing in Artifact Destruction, because he's that kind of poison deck that thinks it matters. And we're going to play the Shipwreck Sifter looking for another land, because hitting Goliath Paladin on turn 5 is going to be important. And hey, maybe we draw something good, you know. Let's not show him another strands, because he's probably laughing at that in the yard, thinking, that's whatever. So, let's not worry about it ourselves. Oh, I hate these decks so much. You give me one spell in all of Pauper that says remove 5 poison counters. I don't care what color it is. You give me one spell that says remove 5 poison counters, and I'll say this deck is fair. There's not one. I'd play it in my sideboard if there was one. I don't like this deck existing. And this deck has no counterplay. You just have to play counter spell. And use all 8 of them. And all right on time. Best counterplay I got to this guy is smash all his artifacts, because he really doesn't need that much mana. And the fact that he's planning on having that much mana is even more infuriating. Why do you think you can get that one over on me? You know? We're going to play the Modern Age first, hoping to draw a tapped land. We don't, but we'll play the plains anyway, because, you know. Now, next turn we get 2 cards to look at, but we really need to find an untapped land. So, there's 2 heap gates, and there's 6 basic shaped lands left, so we're at 8 out of 47. And we get 2 checks. Oh, Basilisk Gate is also untapped. So it's actually 10. Pretty likely to hit well, but at the same time, not a guarantee. That's why you play 24 lands. Because this turn 5 Goliath might be the only reason we win this. And the fact that he hasn't... Yeah, he's just now getting to a poison card. So that puts him very far behind. Tapped land. Creature. God damn. Okay. I think we discard the Journey because he's not going to play a creature. I don't think. Play the Citadel Gate, and we just have to next turn. Goliath Paladin, but I was really wanting to forge up next turn. So... if only we could have drawn just a little bit deeper earlier and seen that tap land sooner. But it's whatever. It was a weird hand with the 2 heap gates, so maybe we need to go down 2 heap gates. But I can only replace it with another untapped land. And there's not a lot of untapped gates either, so heap gate's not bad. I'll defend Heapgate to my death. It is 9:25 currently. The sun's still not out. Yesterday was a bright, sunny, warm morning at about this time. I can feel the sun kicking up the wind, though. It's a little bit chillier than it was this morning, even. Oh, this deck is so much sitting and doing nothing. I guess technically there's cards like Dawn Charm. Could run Dawn Charm. For when he targets me with like Infectious Inquiry. Does he target me with that? Each opponent. No targeting. That's an edict effect, of course. I really can't find another way to play around this deck. If he plays an Ulamog's Crusher, I'm going to be furious with myself for tossing the Journeys instead of the Strands all those times. I'm still at 5. He's taking 3, 4, 5. Oh, if only Modern Age had haste, he'd be dead. I was acting like it did have haste earlier in that first match. Chalice tells me he's trying to play a little bit longer. But I could easily be dead the turn after next. These decks are good at consolidating these spells and then just unloading them. That's why you gotta pop their artifacts so that they get the Bogs, Scaries, and Woodlots as their colored sources. Like, you better believe I'm bringing in all Revoke Existences and all Fragmentize, all of them, everything but Relic. So it's gonna be a. Oh, I gotcha. Let's go to the next game. I love cowards like that. Dog, you could have just looked at your cards and done that. You didn't need me. Well, we got the Shipwreck Bait Hook start, which is pretty decent. Splitting the colors like this just, I don't know, it's not great for prismatic strands, but these blue cards are pretty good. I like the 1/2 flyer and the 1/2 that grows. It's going to be a 2/3 here, so as long as you play it and make sure that you discard the right cards, like I'm going to get up to a 3/4 if I get another discard chance. And he draws a card himself. Oh, he's pretty good. I'm real convinced on this card being decent, but is this the right list for it, is the question. I think you need more spirits. I'm not even sure how to get more spirits, like good value spirits. Is there an embalm creature? There's no spirit card with Disturb, is there? That you can get 2 triggers off of? That'd be pretty decent. Let's go with the veteran and the flyer. Probably better to do the cat, but at the same time, this guy might... I have no idea what this guy's playing. But yeah, that's a good reason to be in the air with a 1-2. Don't want him doing chip damage to us. And we can play the Lunark now that he got rid of the Shipwreck Sifter, so I'm not trying to discard it. Drawing lands every turn is quite nice. Let's play out a couple of crazy wildcats. Let's attack in with our boys. He's basically not doing anything. And if he makes a real wide board, we can just hold up strands for the inevitable. But yeah, if he attacks in with that, we're attacking in with the Sacred Cats. I mean, we're attacking him with the Sacred Cats no matter what. Unless he plays a 1-2. But yeah, trading 2 bodies for 1 card is positive card advantage, so I'm there. Even though Squadron Hawk has a lot of... ooh, that's nice though. That's the answer. And if he blocks the Lunark or the cat, we can resummon him. But the beatdown plan is now very, very effective. You can go for it. What is that? 3, 6, 9? I'm not worried about 9. Do I go for it? Or do I try and hold up strands? This is like too much good stuff all of a sudden. Let's pretend he's got Unmake. And let's make this guy big. Then we're gonna attack in with everything, just like last turn. It's pretty decent. Guardian's Pledge. resummon the 2 kitty cats. So this turn's even better than last turn. And he's got to hold that trick up again. And he's nowhere near killing me, which is the best part about all of it. I'd really like a Raffine's or a Sifter to get the strands into the yard for 2 mana, though. That'd be really nice, because keeping up the Basilisk beatdown plan is definitely the number one. Yep. Too late. I think I'm going to Veteran and hold up Strands this turn to get Goliath out next turn. And if he doesn't attack in, then I can make a treasure, and then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with Goliath, which is not 8. But the treasure does let me do Basilisk Gate and hold up Strands next turn. So, treasure's still going to do a lot of work here. Yeah, sure. No attacks, so we make a treasure token. And now we can pump and hold up Strands, like I just said. There's Shipwreck Sifter. I still like pump, hold up Strands better. Yeah, there's no way to use Heap Gate, but might as well hold it up still. Now we can't attack in with our 1/1s because he's got the 2/2, but at the same time, he still has to trade one of his guys for one of my guys, and I gain 5. And I could counter the Guardian's Pledge with Prismatic Strands on my turn to keep my guy around, but I don't think I'm worried about it that much. I'm also not worried about him attacking next turn, so I'll let him put some guys in front of it, and then I'll prevent all damage. Turn off auto yield just in case. White, colorless, white, prismatic strands, prevent all damage from white. I have a decent enough life buffer that I'm not worried about it, I just don't want to trade. And he's done. He needed that trade, I guess. I'm gonna leave this before it starts, run off to the restroom again. I'm drinking a lot of coffee. I'll be right back. Back with coffee. Gonna sign up for another game. Geez. I think that's a keep. Against red, the cats will at least be annoying enough. Same with black, usually. Start on the island, give them the runaround. And then make him fear familiars with the plains grab. Or just playing a cat. I keep thinking about Fairy Seer as just a generic card, like outside of Ninja shenanigans, outside of Spell Stutter shenanigans. Like, how decent is a 1 mana? Oh geez, well how do I not play that? You got removal, right? Yep. That's cool. That's what I was looking for. Well, that's rude. Let's get the cat out of the yard first because I'm worried about Bajuka Bog. So we want to play lightly on that. And if he attacks him with the rats, we'll probably just try and... Nah, if he taps out and attacks him with the rats, but he wouldn't do that either. Just let him have his 2 damage. Decent. Right to worry about Bog. Raffine's is also decent. I hope I get something better to ditch than the cat, though. The veteran is better than the cat to ditch, because he does not like me having the lifelink on the battlefield. And now he can't edict it either. He has to kill both of them if he wants to edict. I'm worried about a coming Monarch play, especially with rats. He's hinting at Monarch is definitely his card advantage source. And there's the edict. So he did kill both. Which is a decent journey target. I am overflowing with journeys. I was thinking just now about saving the journeys for Thorn of the Black Rose so that when plays that I can still attack in. Meaning that if he attacks, he's probably planning on killing my guy. And now he's got enough mana that if those two cards are Chainer's Edict and Thorn of the Black Rose, I'm in a little bit of trouble. But they are not. Shipwreck Sifter is interesting, but not very good. And I think I just want to remove his guy and play Shipwreck Sifter. And unless I draw something better, discarding Journey, I think, because I can still play a land here. And then that puts me on Goliath mana next turn, unless he's got the Raven's Crime. Raven's Crime would be pretty spiteful, but it's never been good enough for me to concern myself with. And if he has the land and he devotes everything to Chainer's Edict, I just sacrifice a Sifter. Decent attacks. He's been really chipping away this whole time. Can't block. Alright. He's really priced me into gaining 4. So, 1, 2... So I can play Lunarch Veteran. And he has no cards in hand, so I can do this pretty safely. Get in for 4, gain 4. Have some decent blockers. And he's gonna deal 4 next turn. So I'm in a fair spot. Ooh. That's cool. He's kind of pricing me into discarding this Goliath Paladin as well. Do I chump that? No, I just take the 2. That's easy. If he wants to put both of his rats in front of Sacred Cat and do all that, I got a mind to let him. Could have drawn a land to make Sacred Cat just a little bit bigger, but I'm not worried about the aftermath. I'm worried about getting up to 10, trading with both of these guys, so that's entirely decent in my mind. $11 even. Now we're going to play Raffine's, but since he traded, I really don't want to discard the Paladin, because I've got a very good board state. I get to. So I get to. Alright, what's your 1 card? Come on. Got Chainer's Edict and 1 card. Fine with that. Makes me even more inclined to trade my board. You attack in. And he does So he gets to trade for Rafine's informant. And next turn he'll have Crypt Rats. So I'm not even scared of next turn. Oh, and he didn't even reorganize the damage. I'm not gonna show him that I drew an island by grabbing a plains and playing that instead. Make him scared of ephemerate, even though it doesn't exist. I'm gonna be pressing the 1 button too. Just try and get him scared. When in reality, I'm actually sitting here quivering in my boots. Yes, I know. Ooh, a game. Alright. We're going to get in for... Do I guarantee it or do I leave up a blocker? I think I'm gonna leave up a blocker because I'm a coward. And I'm totally fine with admitting that. I could only take him down 4 anyway. But since he's not blocking, he's definitely going to 10. And I don't think he has 12. Oh well, it's not 12 now. He does have 8 if he's willing to 8 himself. But then he dies to the trap. Maybe I should have put the tokens on Luminous Phantasm so that he has to Crypt Rats. Maybe I should have tried to get him to Crypt Rats. Ooh, I played scared. I played scared of Crypt Rats, and you're not supposed to do that. But he only drew a land. If he drew a cast down off of that Rager, it would have been bad. He could kill the Goliath and then not steal the Monarchy, so he'd still go down to 4. But it could have been bad. I really don't need the treasure. I'm not going to worry about the clicks. It's probably why I lost that game to time. And to my own, like, franticness. You have no way of blocking in the air. So, do that. And now you have to Crypt Rats. Now I do this, and yield to return. Click. Chomp. And also yield through this turn. We're pretty much all good at this point. I get 2 cards next turn. If he does even like a, what's that, Crypt Incursion? I gain him a lot of life. But no. We survived. We got back up. And I'm not really worried about his graveyard. I don't want to bring in Relic for Witch's Cottage and basically I don't want to take anything out. I think taking out a Sifter in that one matchup was a bad move for Dust to Dust, even though I didn't see a single Dust to Dust, so logic dictates I wouldn't have seen a single Sifter, but all being said, I think the more discard, the better in this list. Because of hands like this. Yeah, no, we need to play a creature every single turn. This is a little bit more shaky. Let's toss back. Jeez, we need all these. We don't need strands until later, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Hey, there's Raven's Crime. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna discard Lunark Veteran. And if he makes us discard again, I mean, he's losing lands, so that's cool too. Although you could just play 4 Raven's Crime, so the first several are just the one card. Witches is funny. Let's go get us a Plains. And hope to draw a Journey. No, but that guy's pretty good too. Let's go ahead and cast Rafines. He can't kill it right now, so this is a very good time to cast it. Ditching... yeah, maybe. Sun's finally starting to come out. Still a gray day. Aw, are you gonna take out both of my guys? That's so upsetting. I'm gonna play the blue one. I'm just trying to frustrate his Kuambaj witches until later. Maybe he puts it in front of this thing in desperation in a minute. Because he can put it in front of it and kill it. Or he could just cast it down. I'm glad we drew another Rafines because we still need cards. We still need lands, very specifically. Jeez. Go ahead and get rid of the Lunark Veteran. And we'll get rid of the cat just the same with Rafines. But we got a land, so we can Baba Booey on up to playing 2 creatures from the yard and frustrating his Nihil Spellbomb. Baba Booey back from the yard. Alright, so Nihil Spellbomb has not done anything, and I am really happy about it. He has 1 card in hand. Oh, that's fun. That's why he didn't do it. still not worried. I don't know if he'll be able to hit timing on doing it against me with the Rafines. But he really could mess up my Rafines turn with, yeah, I mean, I don't have 5 lands, might as well discard it. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Because it buys us a few more looks. And he's trying to keep us top decking, but we're pretty good at top decking because, I mean, that's where all the cards are, right? These one-off looter effects are really nice. I think consistent looters are good, but I don't think that they, in the long run, when you build your deck around those consistent looters, you, like, run out of ammo to ditch. And, like, I run out of ammo, and these guys only tick 1 or 2 times. Modern Age being the only one that ticks twice. I think we ditch Rafines because we want to get rid of the Coimbage Witches. It's really good. It's killing a lot of our guys, getting him a lot of value. And we don't have either one. Let's ditch Seagate. We're Citadel Gate elitists around here. This now prevents a second Coimbage, which is shutting down my Hook Hunt Drifter, which would be devastating. But also, he has not been playing lands, which is... It's not going to help him top deck. Like, he's going to keep drawing Garys now. Yep. There's nothing in my yard, even. That's cool. That's tight. At least he's got the one that only affects his side, but I think Nile Spellbomb or Relic of Progenitus would have been better there because it would actively keep me emptying my yard. And I don't have a lot of spells that go to the yard anyway that I don't want to recast. So this is the turn that we beat in. Because I think he's run out of things to do. And he can't just keep making us discard. It's... Ravencrime looks like a good card. It feels like a good card. It's not a good card. The lands that you discard, like maybe late game, very, very late game. This is why people play only a single one of them. Swing for hour 5. Let's see if he's got a cast down or a Chainer's Edict. We still have a long time. And we got extra discard fodder sitting around that he might ask us to discard. Oh, that's cool. We've locked him out of Sign in Blood, Night's Whispers, and Phyrexian Rager. Those are not answers that you can play here. The file is, though. I was worried about a removal spell. But beyond this 7, I don't have to worry. Yeah, another removal spell. Oh, so Chittering Rats post a bunch of Raven's Crimes is pretty good. But it's still not going to help him. But hey, I'm not being helped by the top of my deck either, thanks to Chittering Rats. Definitely gonna make a clue, though. There's that land I desperately wanted. But since he holds back Angler, I can't pump and swing. Because it's only +3/+3. So, still on the waiting game. He still has to get through 4 turns, so I'm gonna get to see 4 more cards, and really all I need to do is see Goliath Paladin. That's really good because now he's gonna swing out. And this is game 2, so I don't have to worry about time, as long as I win it. And he truly is locked out of Phyrexian Rager. Very funny. Also true. What do you got for me on 3? Just the one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's so far off of, what's his face, but at the same time, I can make another clue here, or another treasure token. 6 isn't bad, but if he does get up to 5, I'm in danger. He can't use that. Yeah, he can't use that. He'll die if you use Kumbaj Riches. And he didn't play a 4th land, so he can't go up to, what's it called? Gary, this next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can pump just to gain life. And then play another one. and then still hold up 2 prismatic strands. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I still need to gain another life. Yeah, I know it. It might have been a bad play. It might have been better to just play another cat, sit on it. But I want to be at 10. I was uncomfortable at 6. I really wanted to tap Quombosh Witches. We're going into cast 1. Because we can gain another life here. Now I wish I didn't use the treasure tokens. How tragic. Alright. Let's just hold off. And the guy's gone. Oh my god. Couldn't handle it. And all I did was play a lousy 2-1. Now my coffee go very cold. Bad hand. Decent hand? Pretty good. I got the 2-3 Shipwreck Sifter. Do I hold on to the second Lunark? Yeah. I wanted 2 journeys, but I've got one. I'll find another. I'm pretty confident in that. It being at the bottom of my deck, though, is a little bit self-inducing. Ugh. It is not really warming up. Well, I'm glad I kept the second Lunark veteran. This should be a fun match, I think. I get another check the top 2 cards. There's 22 lands in that 52. Relatively half. So getting 2 checks is like 100% chance to find a land, right? Yep. We're gonna go with Shipwreck Sifter first, because he's going to buff our other guy and himself. Yeah, for sure. I still had the land, though. And he did not Cleansing Wildfire last turn, so that's good news, too. We get to... First of all, let's Raffine's. Because that will still buff Shipyard Sifter. Wow, this guy's a real fun guy. He likes to have fun. He plays cards that do things. Well, what can you do when they counter every single one of your spells? All you gotta do is play every single spell is good. I check occasionally for the chat, but no one's gonna show up. I got it on a window over here to my right. Do you chump block, or do you chump block? Or do you block the one that you can keep your guy around? I like Blue Thraben Inspector. Hard Evidence is a pretty cool card. Especially if, like, I think he's going to, I think he's probably going to play the Solarian Terrors and, that Serpentine Curve. Serpentine Curve Fling is a little bit tricky for me, but I think I can gain enough life that he's not going to be able to force me to worry. Like, as is, he needs 21 spells, and I'm going to gain some life here. He might wipe the board here. Yeah. And I play it again. And now I attack in. And now you can't block. But I do like Hard Evidence and Breath Weapon. That's a pretty cool combo. You can keep your walls. Breath Weapon / Cannonade, and Thraben always feel like a combo. It looks like he's scared of dying. Glad I drew 2 Basilisk Gates. Do you have another Cleansing Wildfire? Alright. I'm just trying to gain life, remember? Maybe I should have just put it on Shipwreck Sifter and then attacked in with the Sacred Cap, but that's whatever. He doesn't want to lose a crab. He has Cast Down. He checks for another card. I have Sacred Cat. I would like lands. I play 24. This is ridiculous. This is what I mean about you. You just have to. I don't believe in 22, 21 anymore. This game with 21 lands, can you imagine? No way to get them. So I'm thinking that I'm going to be taking the journeys out of the list. I don't know how good they are. Yes, I know. Oh. Getting irritable because this deck is silly. You're not doing anything, man. Imagine his hand is Serpentine Curve and Fling, like directly. He has 9 damage out of that. Imagine it's 2 Serpentine Curves and he hits a land drop. Oh, he still can't play both of them. His deck doesn't do anything. It's like playing against a fog deck, except he's playing way more cards than he needs. But that number of cards is how he gets to Serpent, Fling. I think some dedicated mill and oh, if he has 2 Tolarian Terrors in his hand, that could be bad. That would be 2 5/5s, 1 Tolarian, and then 2 counter spells would be the worst. I'd probably lose to that, honestly. But if he starts tapping it down, then I just start swinging with Sacred Cat. Oh, this matchup is so grating. 2 cards, man. What do you got? There we go. Some mana, finally. To get a Lunarch Veteran into play, or a Phantasm, then we can start attacking in the air. Do you have a removal spell? Once again. Okay. We're going to attack now. One more time. Do you have a removal spell? He's fighting really hard to keep us from gaining life because of the Serpentine swing, I think. And because it's our only blocker, our only attacker that he can't block. So that one's also partially self-evident. Finally puts it to okay. I'm gonna start killing his guys now. Maybe. Probably just gonna suit this guy up next turn. Or maybe just suit up the cat again, because specifically I want him to remove the cat while this is on the field to gain that one life. Because every one matters, since it's a whole spell that he has to cast to make that difference. And he's not getting in with Augur and Bolus for that pack damage because Shipwreck Sifter. Oh, and a Strands in the Yard invalidates his whole deck. But I haven't seen a Strands, so I can't say that would just do it. Let's once again try and gain some life. Hey. He was excited about that. He clicked those buttons fast. Let's say Shipwreck Sifter. It would have been very nice to draw Spirit. Or if this card said slash enchantment. Oh, if this card said slash enchantment, that'd be bonkers. But yeah, I'm not willing to trade Sifter for Bolus. What do you get in your 2 instants and or sorceries? Man, this guy's making me want to smoke. There goes that. Not like I'm worried. Same. Because if this really is all, at this point I am willing to invest 2 journeys to get 2 damage going again. The Basilisk Gates getting targeted is a lot of fun. I don't normally play with the gates, but I like that they can just take that from me. That was a lot of leverage I had. And now I'm on the back skirt. And he didn't even remove a creature. It's pretty dope. I like the all blue creatures on the battlefield. I wasn't paying attention if his Augur drew a card, but it most likely did with the way his deck is stacked. I bet he's playing the Terror, the Curve, and the Crab token. That's a deck that I wanted to build for a while, but I don't like this red-blue, like, just stop people at all turns. It's whatever, it's good. It's handling me just fine. We made it to turn 10. It would be bonkers to see a Goliath right now. I'd love to see that. That'd really, really frustrate his not counterspell mana. Though this is the kind of guy who might run um, um, lose focus. But I don't think he has lose focus. So I'm going to use my 5 mana to get 2 damage on the battlefield, and a third one coming. And if he counters the cat with some kind of like negate or like, if only you held up 1 more mana, that's whatever. But he's not going to get me with some kind of spell snare on the journey. I'm getting this 2 damage in. Two mana, 2/3, draw a card, discard a card is a pretty decent rate. The problem I see with Shipwreck Sifter is when it doesn't get the 1/1 counter. But same can happen to Rafines. It's just a lot less likely. So maybe I have to develop tendencies like hanging on to Lunarch Veterans and the bait hook guy in order to specifically ditch to Shipwreck Sifter, but it's like trying to save Glint Hawks because they're slightly better with synthesizer than Core Skyfisher is. Like, you just play whatever's most mana efficient. There we go. If your last card is Counterspell, you do have a little bit of a window. But I think it's probably going to be closing at Counterspell. Did he concede? Is my internet out? Something's going on. I can't. It's my main phase and I can't tap this. And my time's not ticking. Oh man. At least I'm ahead on time. I won't be after this buffers though. No. Oh, did it crash? Magic totally crashed. I think the guy's a hacker. He was looking at my hand the whole time. But just don't hack my client. You can just come look at the stream. It's cool. I have to pee so bad. I have to get to the sideboard time clock safely. Jeez. This is stressful. Been going 3 hours though, that's pretty good. Trying to beat those Dwarf Fortress records. that I set myself, but this game a lot less happens. It's way harder to keep invested. Can I, like, hello? Did he concede? I'm assuming he conceded. Really wanted to draw the paladin, though. When I come back, I want to take a look at the actual construction. We might be able to get a few changes made with the shipwreck sifter specifically. There's got to be another blue discard card that's pretty good. Maribek. So it's weird. I don't think I like Shipwreck Sifter as much as I thought I would. It doesn't ever really tend to grow because we're not focusing too much on it. But I like this guy. I like the backside being a 1-2 in the air. Which is not what I was expecting would happen, but still. And then we can replace that guy with just straight up a Thraben Inspector and be golden, honestly, but I want to look at our other options. Recommission is one I'm considering because, you know, Raffine's coming out as a 3 or a 4/3 is pretty decent if you got something to toss, but I'm looking more towards like something that'll keep cards in hand. I've always wanted to find a home for this guy. He's funny. But another option in color that would be good value is Mole Drifter. Let's just go with Mole Drifter and see how this goes. Mole Drifter's like an easy swap out for Dust to Dust too. Not that that's like a fair comparison, but not that that's a fair comparison, but it is a 3-for-1 effectively with the body. And Dust to Dust is normally just a 2-for-2, but it comes down a lot earlier than a proper Mole Drifter, so you got to compare the Mole Drifter rate at the divination level. And then, in my opinion, at that level, in my opinion, Dust to Dust is probably going to be better, like in the early game. See, now, I don't know why he cast that one early. I would have tried to save that one. That guy's a proper removal spell against my deck. He might have another one, but even still he couldn't attack in. And now I'm not even casting a spell, I'm activating Disturb from the graveyard. So, he can't counterspell this. Which is, I'm sure, very frustrating. Oh wait, it says casts. That's messed up. Maybe it's not a spell or something. I'm gonna hold up the blocker. That's fair. This guy might be just a chump blocker, but that one's an important one to chump block right there. Yeah, he's stressed hard. If he has Mutagenic or another one of these Brine Barrow intruders, it's whatever. Brine Barrow doesn't kill my guy, but Mutagenic would. But he's definitely got something if he just attacks in like that. Or maybe he didn't see flying. I'm thinking he didn't read flying. Really want to get this spell off. Oh, thank God. That's 4 mana. Now, as long as we don't need to use Prismatic Strands on the next turn, and I'm willing to, more than willing to, I've got a bunch of them. I'm willing to trade Strands for Mutagenic Growth or a Brine Barrow activation, but he's not going to attack in, which is golden. If he does have a counter spell, We're not looking so hot, but we still have another one next turn. And I don't think he's going to have 2 back-to-back proper real counter spells. That's usually the bet, at least. But here's one. Guaranteed. And I hold up my Strands activation. And my Hook Haunt Drifter's an amazing blocker. Already killed a Spellstutter Sprite just because he thought I was scared. Or because he couldn't read. I'm gonna err on the side of because he thought I was scared. But you can't play scared. You just got to cast the cards. But this one's tough because do I cast Goliath Paladin or Mole Drifter? And I think the answer is Paladin. Because while I was saying that's unlikely, it's not impossible. But I really, really want Mole Drifter to resolve. It's okay if the initiative doesn't come into play. If I can get 2 cards, wow, Mole Drifter should have been in the list from the beginning. Even the Divination side isn't bad when you're on 3 mana and you need more. Which ninja are we going to see? Yeah, I was gonna say, hopefully it's the big boy, so that he has less mana. I don't know why I didn't activate Strands there. Well, threaten trade with his creatures and activate Strands then, I guess. But I'm definitely playing Mole Drifter this turn. This is a silly card. Did I lose connection again? Oh no! This was a fun game! This is another reason I'm really scared of paying for a league, man. This is so messed up. I had all the tools. I was winning so hard. Just play one Mole Drifter. Hold up another blue. 3 cards. Hopefully one's an untapped land. Can play the Bait Hook Angler as well. This is tragic. Yes, it crashed. Oh my god, I wish it crashed faster. Well, I was worried my whole computer crashed. I just saw a black screen. I'm watching the stream to see what shows up over there. It was really funny too. Right after I did that, I went straight black. Please boot up my game. Why am I crashing? It's a pretty robust laptop, believe it or not. I mean, I got it quite a while ago, but Dwarf Fortress and Magic the Gathering Online aren't exactly gaming games. Man, I know I just smoked recently.
This is like tear jerking. Oh my god, I just want to cast Mole Drifter. Guess my game is just over. Oh my god, that was infuriating. I was doing so good. I did get an opponent who couldn't read, though. That's me being mean, but... That's blue players. They don't worry about reading. This is the worst fucking hand. Oh my god. Maybe it's not so bad against red, but now I really wish I still had the fucking giant. And my other Azorius deck, the one that just has Mole Drifter, Ephemerate Goliath Paladin, no blue besides Mole Drifter. I've got like 10 of the gain 2 life lands with 4 Radiant Fountain, 2 Kabir Crossroad, and 4 Azorius Chancery, so I don't have to, like, my cards don't matter for gaining life. They do, like Ephemerate and Dawnbringer Cleric from the sideboard, or Ephemerate and Inspiring Overseer do draw gain life, but it's not at an effective rate. That deck relies entirely on the lands to do the life gaining. But this one needs creatures, so this guy can just kill him. Exactly like that. And I don't have any blue mana. The other deck has basically no life gain creatures, and I get up to 38, and Burn is like, oh, you play this just against me? No, it's for everybody. It's just really effective against decks that don't kill. And Kuldotha Burn is a deck that is not trying to kill fast. If it is, they're playing it wrong, which means I can take advantage of them. Next turn 2, he's going to want to cast his spells before he plays any cards, so I just hold up Strands. I can kill one of his guys. 3 blocks, and threaten to do the same thing next turn while it's in the yard. I'm just glad he's not making the Samurai this turn. That would actually be pretty decent. But he doesn't know what's going on. He's not playing other people's decks, he's just playing his. I'm gonna cast it real excited. I got you in my trap. Prevent all damage from red. If he's got any way of putting that back in his hand, it's got to be from the graveyard now. Sting Scourger is the only thing I could imagine, but that's not really a good card. We do get to wipe his board, but we're still not doing much. And now he's definitely going to summon the Samurai. And the Samurai is a little bit harder to deal with than these chumps.
But 100% I'm going to protect the Luminous Phantom. Luminous Phantom. It's not an illusion, it's a ghost. I would have held on to the mountain. Crack the synth and still have 2 mana up. But you can probably safely crack the synth and only have 1 mana up. See, that's the problem, though. You can cast that or not. Oh, man. Well, at least that's wasted. And to attack in, he still has to lose a creature. Or just take 2. I need something good, and I don't see that happening. That's almost good. Oh my... Oh, this is so frustrating. Really hoping for a untapped land, but let your wishes be known and you never receive them. Still hoping for that untapped land next turn, so throwing this into the yard's important. Prevent all damage from white, not killing that thing anyway. I might have been able to buy 2 turns using the one from the yard, but not with those samurais on the field diversifying his colors. So... Paladin doesn't even do it. It was a whole turn too late. On turn 6. And these idiots know about the Sacred Cat Basilisk Gate thing. That's why they run Lava Dart, because they're terrified. So, it's not like that gains any life anyway. Really wish I had Dawnbringer Cleric just for the 2 more, but I'm not running Ephemerate, so it's whatever. I think there's an exile target artifact or enchantment, gain 3 life spell, but it might be sorcery speed. I wouldn't want to go that slow with 3 mana. Oh, I'm tempted to concede because I don't want to play again, but I know that even more than that, he doesn't want to play again because I've got Strands and Life Gain, and that means that his deck is stupid. So he's scared I get a good draw. Or even a decent draw. Because there's no reason he needs that much sideboard time. He's just trying to aggravate me. And it's working. I'm gonna keep 7 and just fucking pray. Well, I fucked up already, so it's cool. It's cool. Meant to click Citadel Gate. That's trackpad gaming. Now I have to play a... Oh. That would have been a really, really good time to have Citadel Gate untapped. I'm out. You can join again, that's cool. I know he's scared. Come on, coward. The stream go down.